Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Again, this is August, your CAD guy. It's been a while since our last tutorial, so today we're gonna learn another AutoCAD basic, and that is about the basic 2D shapes. In AutoCAD, there are 4 basic 2D shapes that we can create using the AutoCAD commands, and those are this square slash rectangle. It is square slash rectangle because they just have the same way on how we can create them. The next one is circle, and then the ellipse, and then the polygon. Some CAD people consider line as one of the 2D basic shape, but for me it's not, because it doesn't have an outline border and it's just a single line. But we can use line to create the basic 2D shapes. So let's get started. So before we start, we need first to set up our unit scale, and for us to do that, go up here on the menu bar, click Format, and then click Units. Now the type for the length and angle must be the same, so we're using decimal. And then for the number of decimal points, I'm using just 2, so under precision, click this with 2 decimal points. And the unit scale we're going to use here is millimeters. Select millimeters and then click OK. So for us to start creating the square or rectangle, the first way on how to do that is using this ribbon panel here. Just click this rectangle icon, or the other way is using the rectangle command, REC. Type in REC, hit enter or spacebar. Now if you can see down here in the command line, it says specify first point. So let's click on the first corner point of the square or the rectangle. Now it's asking to specify the other corner point. So let's say we have a specific dimension for the rectangle. Let's say we have the length of 10 millimeters and 5 millimeters width. So let's click here, or you can just type in D for dimension, D, and then hit enter. So type in 10 for the length, hit enter, and type in 5 for the width and hit enter. Now this is our rectangle. You just need to click where you want to place it. So let's say here, just click here. Now for us to double check the dimension, type in DI, shortcut for distance, hit enter, click on the first corner point, and then click on the second corner point. Now if you see down here, the X value is 10, which is 10 millimeters, and the Y value is 5, which means the width is 5 millimeters. And now let's go to circle, and for us to do that, again, we can use the ribbon panel up here. You can just click on the circle icon, or we can just type in the shortcut for circle command, which is letter C. Type in C, hit enter or spacebar. Now it's asking for the center point, so let's just click on the center point, let's say here. And now down here it's asking to specify the radius of the circle. So let's say the radius is 5, type in 5, and then hit enter or spacebar. So this is our circle, and for us to check the dimension, again type in DI for distance, hit enter or spacebar. Now click on one edge of the circle and then click on the center of the circle, and down here you can see the X value is 5, which means the radius of the circle is 5. And then another way on how to do that is using the diameter of the circle. So let's specify the center point. Click here. Now down here there's an option to specify the diameter instead of the radius. So type in D for diameter, hit enter or spacebar. So let's say the diameter is 10, type in 10, then enter. And now for us to check the dimension, again type in DI for distance, and then click from the first edge up to the second edge of the circle. And now down here you can see the X value is 10, which means the diameter of the circle is 10 millimeters. And now we can go to ellipse, and again for us to do that we can use either this ribbon panel here just by clicking the ellipse button or the ellipse icon, or we can just type in the shortcut for the ellipse command, which is EL. Type in EL, hit enter or spacebar. Now it's asking to specify axis endpoint. So let's say the axis endpoint is here. Now specify the other endpoint. Let's say we have a specific distance to the other endpoint. Let's say 10 millimeters. Type in 10. Hit spacebar or enter. Now if you can see, wherever we move the mouse pointer, the height of the ellipse is now fixed, and it is 10 millimeters. Now down here in the command line it's asking to specify the distance to other axis. Now it's a little bit different because the distance to the other axis is coming from the center of the ellipse. So let's say we have a distance of 3 from the center of the ellipse up to the other axis. Type in 3, hit spacebar or enter. Now for us to check the dimension, again type in DI for distance, hit enter or spacebar. Click here from bottom to top. So you can see here the Y value is 10. And now again type in DI for distance, hit enter or spacebar. Now checking the other endpoint from here up to the center. Now you can see here the X value is 3, which means from the center of the ellipse up to the other endpoint it is 3 millimeters. And now let's go to the last one, which is the polygon. Again we can use the ribbon panel here. Beside the rectangle icon, just click the drop down arrow and then click polygon. Or we can just type in the shortcut for the polygon command, which is POL. Just type in POL, hit enter or spacebar. Now it's asking to enter the number of sides. So let's say we are going to make a hexagon which has 6 sides. Type in 6, hit enter or spacebar. Now down here in the command line it's asking to specify the center point or the center of the polygon. So let's say the center is here. Click here. Now we have two options, whether our polygon is inscribed in a circle or circumscribe about a circle. So let's go with the first one, inscribe in a circle. You can just click this or type in I for inscribe, hit enter or spacebar. Now it's asking to specify the radius of circle. So since we are doing, or we are making a polygon inscribed in a circle, the radius we are specifying is from the center of the polygon up to the corner of the polygon. So let's say the radius is 3, type in 3, hit enter or spacebar. Now let's check the distance from the center point of the polygon up to the corner. Type in DI for distance. Hit enter or spacebar. Now click on this corner of the polygon and then click on the center point of the polygon. The X value here is 3, which means the radius is 3. Now again, activate the polygon command, POL, hit enter or spacebar. Again, we are making a hexagon. Type in 6, hit enter. Let's specify the center point, let's say here. Now let's go to the second option, which is the circumscribe about circle. Click on this or just type in C for circumscribe and then hit enter. Now again, it's asking to specify the radius of the circle, but since we are now making a polygon circumscribe about circle, the distance we are specifying now is from the center of the polygon up to the edge or the side of the polygon. So let's say again the radius is 3, type in 3, hit spacebar or enter. And then again check for the dimension, type in DI for distance, hit enter. Click on this side or any side of the polygon, let's say here, and then click on the center of the polygon. You can see here the distance is 3. So this first one, the polygon is inscribed in a circle, and then the second one, the polygon is circumscribed about a circle. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from my tutorial. For more videos, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and see you on my next videos.